What's up YouTube? It's Thursday, so I'm doing a Pokemon distribution cart video. Today's video is going to be on the Toys R Us 2006 Mew. Now this is a really interesting video. Not only am I going to provide some information about it, I'm going to provide some gameplay as well, showing you a couple of things, and we're going to do some Mew sets as well. Mew's got a very large move pool, so I can do lots of them. Okay, so this is just my, this is the old 3DS. I've got the Game Boy little slot there. So it looks exactly the same as a normal Fire Red game. There are some key differences though, which I'm going to explain in the video. So I always get lots of people asking how I get my events and stuff. So I thought this would be another good way to show how I get them. Okay, so just bringing this up. This is obviously, you can only get this on Fire Red version. Now, some more information. So you can only be, as you've seen on the screen there, it can only be called that trainer name. The hours will be very, very similar to that. I've played a couple of hours to get through some of the points in the game to show, you know, what certain things are there and not there, but it should be around that. So, so this particular event was on the 30th of September 2006. It went for 3 hours from 12 to 3 p.m. So a very, very short amount of time. So the original save file was injected with 420 Mews. Now these Mews I don't have on these ones. I think I've got like 300 plus, but a lot of them were traded off. So that was pretty funny, but it was good to have a lot of them left. Now all the Mews on each cart are all the same. They're all clones of one another. So they'll all be the same Mews. They may not be in the same order, but they'll all be the same Mews, depending on, like, you know, who's traded them and such along those lines. What else? So obviously it's only on Fire Red carts. That's how they'll distribute it. Obviously the game was played through by a Nintendo employee, obviously, but there were a couple of things, quite a few things that I should mention about it too. So, not going to go through with the gameplay as I'm speaking, but I'm just going to mention a whole lot of points. I will include these in the video as well. They'll probably just be a little bit down the track, because I'm just going to go through some of these Mews, showing you they are all different natures, and, you know, the identification number, etc. like that. This is just a couple of them. Anyways, so the Mewtwo on the actual, the difference between a normal save file and distribution cart, there's quite a lot of things. So if these things are not matching up, just obviously you have a fake cart. Someone may be thinking about buying one or seeing one or that kind of thing. I just want to, like, give you a little bit of information in case you do see one and you're not too sure. Those kind of things. So just and general information. So obviously let's start from this bit here. So Mewtwo should be defeated. All the legendary birds should not be battled, so they should still be there. Raikou should be defeated. The Western Snorlax should be beaten already. And the Eastern Snorlax won't be battled yet, so that's another thing. The starter will be Squirtle. The rival's name will be Toro. You can check that just by going to Palette. I'm just going to show you all the Pokemon in the National Dex as well. So all the Pokemon will be in the National Dex except Celebi. The actual bag is empty of all like toss items or sellable items, and only the key items and HMs remain. So those are some things there, just some information that if they're not matching up, you surely don't have a legitimate copy, because I have cross-checked this with a couple of other people that have them, and it all, like, you know, all matches up, and they should all be clones of one another, because the original, as I mentioned before, the original Fire Red, it was injected onto all of them, and they should all be the same lining up. Anyways, so I'm just showing a couple where the legendary birds are at the moment. That's where Mewtwo was, if that one wasn't too clear. So Mewtwo obviously shouldn't be there, as I mentioned. The birds will still be there. Raikou's defeated. You can just check the Pokedex for them as well. There's easy ways to do that. Now, what I did was I also showed some. I just traded over like I traded over like a Fiero and just played through the game. I didn't want to use a Mew, so I just traded it through and then traded the Mews back to this game. That's how I played through the game. I think Kath had like another a save file or something. There's the Fiero and the Kyogre. So that's what I just played through up to this game. I just wanted to check like everything was sound and everything. So if you want to check all these things, it's probably good to get like lots of repels and escape ropes as well. That's kind of just handy. I'm not going to battle these or anything. I'm just showing them that they're actually here. Anyways, let's do a couple of Mew sets, and I'll explain a little bit of stuff as it comes on the screen as well. So Mew is a wonderful Pokemon. Actually, let's set it to Gen 3. This will make things... Obviously, this was only in Gen 3 as well, as you can probably guess that was on Fire Red, Leaf Green. Okay, as you can see there, the Snorlax wasn't there either. Toru's house, there's a couple of other little things that are going to pop up. You can just go... Also, yeah, you can go back to the Professor's lab, see the Pokeball on the table. There we go. And I better get back to what I was going to do. So these Mews, right, you can get any... Obviously, you can basically get any nature. Like, if there was 420 there, there's obviously, I'd say all natures would be covered. Now, there was cool things like... there's like a bulky one, you can run like a softball, toxic one that could definitely work. It gets to get so many moves. I don't even know what move to actually do. Just saving the game at the moment too. Just doing a little, showing what was done with a little trade. But yeah, your player name should be red as well. Obviously, if you didn't say that at the start of the video. Okay, so I think I'm just trading that at the moment. So anyways, so we got a bulky Mew. We could give that. We could give max the health, max the defense or special defense is rather good on that. You could go softball and toxic. That works nicely. Then you could give it. You could just give it anything like psychic for coverage, and maybe, maybe something like it's dark types. Even something like just like flamethrower, so you could do bug types as well. So this is this is other cast file. I'm not sure why she called it Stevie for. I don't even know. This is just trading the Mews back. If you haven't seen this trade before, it's pretty cool. From the wireless to the other wireless devices, it's so nostalgic. Anyway, so that's what I'd run for a bulky one. You can run that max defense, max health, or you could go like max special defense, max health. That would work too. Offensively, it gets a lot of moves still. Let's see if we get any... It doesn't get any psychic moves because obviously Zen Headbutt was the main psychic one, but that's not obviously in Gen 3 at the moment. It also gets Seismic Toss from Tutor. Like, Tutor moves are really good. That the Tutors are really cool. It gets like... Let's have a look at its Tutor. Explosion. Mega Kick. Hype. Body Slam. Oh my goodness. Softball. Substitute. Mimic. Man, I love the Tutor move on this game. It's really good. I think that's all. And Dream Eater. That was another one too. So just trading these couple of Mews back. But yeah, there's some crazy Tutor moves you could use. Especially, it was much better than physically because there's no stab in its physical moves. Oh, obviously, Counter was another one too, but you probably wouldn't make use of Counter on Mew very well because it's, it's so bulky. On this special one, you could have Psychic. That was the only Psychic move apart from Dream Eater, unless you went like, let's see, Hypnosis, which was a special as well. So you could do that, I guess, if you had one of those events. You could put them to sleep and Dream Eater. So effective. Or you have stuff like, Fire Blast. That would work nicely. Need something to hit like Dark. Well, you could hit Fire Blast for bug types. That'd be handy. I'm looking just for like something to hit Dark types, I guess. Doesn't really get any fighting. No bug. I guess you could just hit it with a neutral move. That'd be good enough. You can even get Giga Drain on it. Ice Beam. Thunder. That'd work. Let's see what else it's got. It gets Sword Dance via Tutor as well, so if you want to make that physical one, that could definitely work too. It doesn't get Nasty Plot at the moment. It gets that later on, so you can boost its attack more than its special attack, which is interesting. But its special attacking move pool is better because there's no there's a little bit more. Well, there's one psychic move which helps it out more than the others. Okay. Also, interesting. My party came with 4 Mews in the party instead. A lot of the time, apparently, they just come with one. Allegedly, they come with one, but I guess it all depends on what the employee did with the Mews as well, because they could. I'm very, very certain the one that I received, the Pokemon were actually removed. The traded Pokemon were actually removed, and they just left the Mews on there. I would have loved to have those Pokemon, like the traded Pokemon. That would have been really funny. But yeah, I'm guessing that's what happened. So just, I think, just depositing those Mews back that I was traded on from the other game. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you found this one a little bit helpful and a little bit of a blast from the past. I have got so many of these distribution videos that I want to do. Just show them and give some information on them. I could have missed something out. I hope I haven't, but I'm going to leave all that information in the video. If anyone has anything to add to that, they sure can. I don't mind. I know this is a fairly rare event. Anyway, people, thank you for watching this. Got some videos tomorrow night as well. Peace.